The first time I realized for myself when I had to go see a doctor, my son was 7, I realized when I took him on the trip down to Disneyland, I was having really solid cramping. I came out of the restroom and I was concerned because I had bleeding. And the gentleman I was seeing at the time said, you really have to go to the doctors because this isn't normal. So that was the beginning of what I like to call my poking and prodding period. They'd write a prescription, I would try it, and it wasn't fixing the problem. That went on for a good 3 years. In that 3-year period, I was taking almost 9 pills 3 times a day and having all of the side effects and just miserable. And it was at that point in time I got introduced to the very first physician that really paid attention to what was going on. And he's like, this is what you have. It's ulcerative colitis, here's exactly where it's located. You're ingesting all of these unnecessary pills that are being dissolved and digested in your system and in your blood before it even gets to the problem. But he was very comforting in saying there's ways to manage it with medication, diet, exercise, but you don't really hear that in the moment. All you hear is incurable disease, incurable disease, incurable disease. And I remember leaving feeling devastated, feeling like my life is over. I'm very active, so I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm never gonna be able to do life. This is it. And when I had told my mother I had ulcerative colitis and she had responded with, oh my goodness, so do I was like, oh, it might be genetic. So when I had my son, I was really concerned as to whether or not would I be passing this on to him. My doctor was the one that introduced me to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. And he goes, I encourage you to go, call, look at their website, go to one of their meetings. They have education, they have resources. And so that was my beginning of the journey at the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. And after I did the Take Steps with Crohn's and Colitis, I saw that they had Team Challenge. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot. And when I had done the event, I went by myself. I didn't have any family or friends come with me to support. And I found that the community at Team Challenge was enough for me. And it was such a wonderful experience. That was the first time I became involved with Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Unfortunately, I am unable to be at the event this evening, but sharing my story with you all is a mixed bag of emotions, but it's also an opportunity to let you know you're not alone. There is hope and there's ways to work around this and there's ways to have a fantastic life. I'm very blessed. I've got a great career. I've been able to travel around the world. I've been able to do activities that I thought I was never able to do before, and that's all due to everybody's efforts of fundraising and providing the necessary resources that Crohn's and Colitis Foundation pulls together so that I can have the life that I always wanted. Thank you for this honor in receiving the Champion of the Year award.